What is all this stuff?
It's a box of dishes that Luke brought up from the basement. We're supposed to clean them up for Chef Elaine.
No, I mean this stuff.
I don't know. Packing paper, I guess?
It's a newspaper. Back in the day before, internet or TV, that's the only way people got news. If it was important, it was in the newspaper.
This one says, woman bakes largest cake in the state.
Cake is very important.
We are Connect HQ.
Every day we help the people of the world.
Live God's way.
We look for the links.
Make the connection.
And you never know what might happen. My name is Dot, and this is how we shared our faith with everyone. So, who wrote all these stories?
Reporters. They were in charge of telling the stories that need to be told, keeping people up to date. Sometimes they would say stuff like, "What's the scoop?" or "What do you know about such and such?" Things like that.
There's no way to like or comment on any of these stories.
Well, there was an opinion section where people would write in and they would publish articles by, "Wow, I am old."
I remember back in my day, we didn't have streaming content. We only had the funnies, and that's all we needed.
Funnies?
Comics.
Tell me absolutely everything you know about newspapers. What's the story here? You look like you're in lots of pain.
Yeah, I hurt my back carrying up all those boxes from the basement. I didn't lift with my legs. Now I have to write myself a safety code violation on that one.
So, you can't walk upright anymore?
Oh, sure I can. Peak physical condition. Here, do you mind reading this while I take a couple of breaths?
It's from Walker in Ohio. He says, "Hey, Connect HQ. My friend Ben got baptized. He had to get wet in front of everyone at our church. I can't imagine doing that with everyone looking at me. It's scary. Why would anyone do that?" That's a good question. It can seem scary.
I guess so. But when we believe in Jesus, we should want to share our faith with everyone. And baptism is a good way to do that.
So, you weren't afraid to get baptized?
No. I mean, I had gone to church for a really long time and heard a lot of different stories about Jesus. But one day, I realized it was more than just listening to it. So, I made the choice to believe it in my heart and make Jesus the leader of my life. And I couldn't wait to get baptized and share my faith with everyone. It's important.
If it's important, it's in the paper.
What?
Oh, it's just something Mike said earlier.
Oh. Well, I'll look for a Bible link. Will you help me find a point link?
Yep. Take care of your back.
All right, Mike. It's time to turn over a new leaf. It's time to develop some healthy habits. Some rabbit habits. Are there onions in this?
What's the story here? Looks like you don't like your food.
I'm just trying to eat healthier, but I don't like onions in my salad.
So, you're anti-onion?
No, I like them on my burgers.
But you wouldn't say you support onions.
Not in my salad. Is there something I can help you with?
Luke might need your help. We got a postcard from a kid named Walker, who is afraid to share his faith by being baptized.
Ooh, I have a verse for that.
Were you afraid to get baptized?
No, I was excited. It was a public way for me to invite my friends to show them what I believe.
Not everyone is as outgoing as us.
Well, that's true, but once you know the good news of God and the good news about Jesus, you want to tell everyone. When you have faith in Jesus, share it.
Good point. The point link is, when you have faith in Jesus, share it.
Point link acquired.
I'm glad I could help.
All right. Search and destroy all onions.
What's the story here? That letter looks urgent.
Dot, one of my pencil sketches won an award.
That's amazing! Good job, Harper!
They want me to come in and accept my ribbon on the 14th in person, but I won't be able to make it.
Why not? Are you protesting award shows?
I have something that day.
Not showing up to accept the award will really make a statement.
It's my mom's birthday. That's why I'll miss it. What are you working on?
A special project. And I'm helping Luke find some links about a baptism problem.
Have you seen the new Bible link we got?
I don't think I have.
Check this out. It might help.
This is the story about the God who loves us in the Bible. We find truth and purpose to love God and love others. We're searching God's word for things to discover. This book is alive, full of answers and godly advice. This book is alive. See the wonderful stories inside. Every day I'm searching, read through history and poetry. How much Jesus loves me. God's great story lives. There's no other book like this. This book is alive.
Have you ever seen baptism before? Maybe it looks like fun, like a dip in a swimming pool. Or maybe it seems strange to be in a big tub of water while everyone is looking at you. Maybe you couldn't wait to do it too.
Or maybe you were afraid water would go up your nose and you'd look funny.
However you feel, baptism looks unlike anything else we do on Earth. It's a meaningful tradition. But what is it exactly?
Baptism is the next step after you decide to make Jesus the leader of your life. If you believe in Jesus and follow him, that's awesome. That was probably a choice you made privately during a prayer between you and him.
Now it's time to go public and let everyone know that Jesus changed your life.
How can you do that? In the Bible, we read that Jesus chose to be baptized, so we can follow his example and be baptized too. Just like Jesus died and went down into the grave and then came back to life, you go under the water and come back up again. This is a bold way to say the old you is gone and you're a whole new person now. Now I know what you're saying. Couldn't I just do that at home, in the bathtub?
The whole point is to do it in front of people. Your new life with Jesus is something exciting to share with everyone.
Think about all the people you can invite to see you be baptized. Friends, family, cousins, teachers, small group leader, second cousins. Absolutely everyone can be there celebrating with you.
And don't forget to invite the first person who helped you follow Jesus. They will want to be there too.
If you decided to follow Jesus and want to be baptized, tell your parents or your leaders at church. They'll help you take the right steps. Don't let anything stand in your way. If you're worried about what will happen in the water, find someone who's been baptized and talk to them.
Baptism is a way to share your faith. It's a clear sign that Jesus has changed your life forever, and that's something to celebrate.
I don't always like being in front of people, but the day I got baptized was an exception.
That would be good to share with Walker. He's a little worried.
Following Jesus as the leader of my life was the best decision I've made. Not only did I share it with my church family, but I also brought a friend that didn't know Jesus. I'll never forget.
That's cool. I'm sure that Bible link will work for our transmission.
Let's go show it to Luke.
I'll catch up. I've got some things to report.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was looking for Luke.
So was I. Think I've got a verse he can use as a link.
And I found a Bible link. What's the verse?
Oh, it's in the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 10.
I'd like to hear it.
Okay. Romans 10:10.
Romans 10:10.
It is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God.
It is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God.
And it is by openly declaring your faith that you are saved.
And it is by openly declaring your faith that you are saved.
I was thinking about my conversation with Dot about baptism.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
When you choose to follow Jesus, you show your faith in all kinds of ways. Baptism's just one of them.
Is that what openly declaring means? Sharing our faith?
Yep. It's about saying it out loud without embarrassment or shame. Even after we get baptized, we're still supposed to tell everyone we know about the difference God's made in our lives.
Like through friendships.
Or the things that we say, like our advice.
Or through the things that we create, like art.
Or the way we live our lives. There's so many ways to share our faith. Oh, hey, Luke. We have a verse link for you.
Good. Have you seen Dot?
No, I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, probably because she was making this.
The Dot Digest.
Oh, she made her own newspaper. That's good, right?
Read the stories.
Broken man forgets how to walk upright.
She's got you pegged, man.
I did not forget. I hurt my back carrying boxes.
Mike, this one's about you, the man who hated salad.
I don't hate salad.
She has you as an advocate against the big onion.
I am not an avocado.
He said advocate.
I'm not that either.
I'm just glad that I'm not on this paper.
Page 2, upper right-hand corner.
Local Artist Snubs Award Show. I'm not snubbing. I don't snub.
I've never seen her snub.
We need to talk to Dot.
Agreed.
We read the Dot Digest.
Guys, I'm hard at work on the second issue, but I'm not only the chief reporter, I'm also editor-in-chief. It takes a while.
You got our stories all wrong.
I report the news as I see it.
Yeah, but you only reported the negative side. Luke hurt his back being a servant by carrying boxes.
And Mike started eating salad because he wanted to eat healthier.
And Harper won an award for her art.
That's what I reported on.
Yeah, but the headline didn't say determined man helps carry boxes. It said I forgot how to walk.
How is that not the same thing?
The important parts aren't the negative parts. The important part is the good stuff.
You need to report the good news.
Stop the presses! I got it! I know a way we can help Walker and make a better issue of the Dot Digest.
How can we help?
Great work, guys. I couldn't have done it without you.
Now what?
When you have faith in Jesus, share it. This issue is packed with stories about how our faith in Jesus saves us and changes us. It's good news we need to share.
If it's important, it's in the paper.
Let's go share the Dot Digest with the whole neighborhood.
I'll catch up. I want to make the connection transmission for Walker.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Lift with your legs, trust me.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Dot from Connect HQ. We found an answer for your question about baptism. The Bible tells us this in the book of Romans. Say with me like this. Romans 10:10. It is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God, and it is by openly declaring your faith that you are saved. Openly declaring is another way of saying share your faith out loud without embarrassment. There are lots of ways to share your faith out loud, and baptism is one of them. Think of all of the people you could invite to see you get baptized. But it doesn't stop with baptism. Keep sharing your faith. Other people can hear God's good news and have faith to follow Him too. Find new and exciting ways to share the good news of how Jesus changed your life with friends at school, family members, and your neighbors. I know sometimes it might seem scary to share your faith, whether it's baptism, talking to your friends, or sharing about Jesus in public. But don't focus on the bad stuff. Focus on the good news. Find a way to get it out there. When you have faith in Jesus, share it. Congratulations on your decision to follow Jesus, and thanks for your question, Walker. I hope that helps. And remember, Connect HQ is here to help you.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones or wristwatches. We just had a clock on the wall. Yeah, and that's the way we liked it.
I'm just kidding, I'm not that old. You know, sharing your faith is a great way to tell your friends about Jesus. And when you go to church and you hear all the good things the Bible has to say about Jesus, you can make the choice to put your faith in Him. And if you've been listening to everything we talked about, but have never decided to make Jesus the leader of your whole life, just remember your ABCs. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying Him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is the leader of your life and your number one friend. And if you want to make that decision today, be sure to talk about it with your Connect small group leader before you leave.